Hey there guys, it's Controversial here. Now, Nikita Dragun, the famous influencer, TikToker, makeup mogul, you name it, what she is, model, whatever, transgender person. Nikita Dragun got arrested and she was in court recently. And I came across this video when I woke up in the morning and I was just checking my feed on YouTube and I don't know why it popped up, but it did. Now, it's crazy to think that someone who's supposed to be one of the social media elite is getting arrested for such thing. Apparently, she was walking around naked and she assaulted a police officer and she assaulted various security guards at a hotel. Now let me read up a little bit about it for you. Miami-Dade corrections officials are disputing reports that transgender influencer and YouTuber Nikita Dragun was held in the men's jail unit following her arrest in Miami Beach. Dragun, 26, was arrested Monday for disorderly conduct and battery on an officer after allegedly making a scene at the Good Time Hotel on South Beach. According to an arrest report, Dragun was walking around unclothed and causing a disturbance in the pool area of the hotel. When officers confronted Dragun, they noted she acted arrogant and ended up splashing water on an officer and a security guard, police said. In Bond Court Tuesday, a judge asked Dragun how she would like to be addressed. She and her, the YouTuber, responds. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how they would think about pronouns during this thing when criminals usually are not supposed to be treated with respect. But I mean, this criminality behavior. Now, there's a lot more to this post, and let me read up a little bit about it. Although Dragon's arrest affidavit noted appears as a female but would like to be recognized as a male, during her bond court appearance, Dragon asked the judge, "Do I have to stay here in the man's unit still?" Her publicist told numerous news outlets that it was disturbing and dangerous for Dragon to be held in the men's unit in jail. It's really dangerous for anyone to be in a jail. I mean, it's not only the imminent threat of being violated by a criminal, but being stabbed, killed, or whatever in prison. That's just the prison life. But let me continue. But according to the Miami-Dade corrections, Dragon never was. Inmate Dragon never made it beyond the booking process prior to the release, therefore she was never placed in a man's unit. Corrections spokesperson Juan de Grastian said a statement, "All inmates undergoing our intake process remain an open booking area in the presence of correctional staff." Granados added Dragon was placed in a holding cell by herself due to her high-profile status before being released, and that was escorted by an LGBTQ officer throughout her time at the facility. I mean, high-profile status. I mean, really? So she's getting special treatment because of a high-profile status, when probably a lot of people don't even know who the heck she is. But let me continue. Miami-Dade Corrections and Rehabilitation Department (MDCR) is committed to protecting the rights of the transgender community and of all LGBTQ people, the statement read. MDCR has procedures in place for the appropriate intake, housing, and medical needs of transgender inmates, and when we are committed to ensuring that all inmates in our custody, including transgender persons, are treated appropriately throughout our intake. Classification and placement of processes. NBC6 reached out to Dragon's publicist and has not heard back. Her bond was set at $2,000. She has since been released from jail. Dragon, well known for her makeup style and openness about her gender identity and transition, has amassed millions of followers across her YouTube and Instagram and TikTok accounts. Now this is kind of crazy because in this situation, she kind of got very special treatment. I mean, if it was a man, okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but let's just say if it was a normal cis man, a cisgender man, a normal man, this situation would have gone completely differently, even if it was a celebrity. I mean, she did this out of her own fruition. Like assaulting a police officer, and the crazy thing is that she seems rather startled about paying the bond, which was $2,000, and yet she seemed pretty concerned about the amount. And here's the clip.
Do you have money to post the bond?
How much is it?
I don't know.
I was thinking 1,000 count one, and then 500 2 and 3.
That's
I
fine.
might have to check.
$1,000 count one, 500 count two, 500 count three.
Judge, would you consider an ROR?
I can't do that for this charge. I'm sorry.
And the defendant's not from here, so.
I gotta set a bond. It's a $2,000 bond. If there's any reason you can't afford to pay a bond, use the free phone at the jail to call the public defender's office, and they can readdress this with your division judge.
Now, as you can see, she was kind of held back by the bond, even though her being worth about $30 million, it kind of doesn't make sense that she would bat an eyelid at $2,000. I mean, $2,000 for your freedom, and you're a supposed millionaire who probably spends more on toilet paper or various other lavish lifestyle things. Now, this does lead to the point of ego, and thinking that just because you're some famous TikToker influencer or whatever, that you can treat people however you want. And to like via the video I watched, she's apparently banned, or they don't want her back at the Good Time Hotel in Miami anymore. And here's the clip.
You're gonna order that you stay away from the Good Times Hotel. Do you have to go there to get your personal belongings?
You do.
All right. So you're not allowed to go back there, but you can return there to get your personal belongings. Otherwise, you got to stay away from there. And if you go there to get your personal belongings, I don't know, you want to stay away with her? She doesn't live here.
I mean, I think that she caused trouble at the hotel. I don't think they want her back there.
So yeah, so clearly they've banned her from the premises, and they don't want her coming back because they're saying that she was being badly behaved, belligerent, arrogant. And I feel like with this, this is probably going to negatively impact her career, because she's supposedly one of the influencer, TikToker, whatever you want to call it, elite. But this is not a good look for her, and this is crazy. I didn't expect to see this. I was so shocked when I saw this. But hey, this is controversial. Signing off saying Nikita Dragun got arrested for being badly behaved. I mean, these influencers, man, really think that they walk on air and people should worship the ground they walk on. I wish there was a video of her getting arrested, because I want to know exactly the context of everything. But all we know is from what I've read and what I've seen on the video. But anyway, guys, this is controversial signing off. Goodbye.